Hello guys, Lego Master Reviews, and today I have my first review of a Lego Star Wars set in 2024, and that is the Lego Star Wars Set 75372 Clone Trooper and Battle Droid Battle Pack. The set has 215 pieces and retails for $29.99 in the US. You get 9 minifigures included if you count the Battle Droids, but without the way, let's jump right into this review. Starting with the instructions, you actually get 2 included in this set, one for the first half of the build and the other half for the Droid, so that is very nice. This is a great set to build with like a friend or family or something, so that is really nice, but other than that, they're basically just normal instructions. It's just something I wanted to point out. The first minifigures you're going to take a look at here are the Phase 2 grunts, or like the shinies, this Clone Trooper as the box calls them. You do have the newer style helmet with the holes in there, and I find it kind of weird since there's really no attachments included in this set to put in them, so I don't get why they couldn't use the old one. It's kind of weird there, and it is a bit distracting when you look at them kind of like straight on, but the printing on there is very nice, and you'll just find a normal clone face underneath, and it applies for all of them. You can also see a really nice torso and leg print, and some back detailing as well, and that actually is the exact same print from the Phase 1 grunt that we got a few years ago, so I think it definitely works. And he just has a bit of a longer blaster here. The other two include smaller blasters, which is on the speeder back there, so like nothing crazy. I'm glad they included 3 of these in this. If you buy multiple of this set, it's gonna be a great army builder, so that's definitely something I can appreciate it, even though the helmets aren't that great. To go alongside the shinies, you also get a Coruscant Guard clone, or the Shock Trooper as the box calls them. And he's a great inclusion here. It's the exact same one from the Coruscant Guard gunship. And I think it's a great minifigure other than the helmet, but you do get some nice printing on there. And underneath that, you'll find a great face print. And then you also see some really awesome torso printing there that's really nicely printed. There's like no fading or anything. I really like the leg printing as well. On the back, there's also a really nice torso print. And you even see he has 2 great accessories, being the binoculars and the smaller blaster, so I do like that, and this is definitely a welcome inclusion in this set. You get 2 B1 Battle Droids included in this set, and I think they both look great. They're just the normal molds, but this one has the 2 kind of curved arms, and this one has the 2 straight arms, so you get 2 extra arms, so if you want to make this one straight and have him hold the blaster, you can definitely do that. I think that's very cool. Their blasters are more of like a chromey color, like kind of in the same color as the Super Battle Droids, and this one actually has a back attachment, so you can have him riding the STA Speeder. I really like that. I would have liked if that piece was in like the tan color the droids are in, but still, like, that's a minor complaint. I think it's just really cool that we're finally getting like kind of extra things for the battle. Overall, like nothing crazy. I do like the back attachment, and these are really nice inclusions. And probably the most exciting inclusion for me personally was the Super Battle Droids. It's been so long since we've seen these guys, and we get 3 in this set, which is just so awesome. But you can just see some amazing detailing on there. I love like the color they picked here, like this dark like metally color. I think that's really awesome. You can see the awesome head there. I think the legs look great as well, and on the side of the arms you can see the blasters kind of poking out. And also, you can put an accessory in their hands if you wanted to. On the back you can also see kind of like the mold, so that's very cool. And on the side, once again, it's like the same exact arm. I know a lot of people couldn't really tell the difference between this one and the original, so I have a bit of an older one here for you. As you can see, the color of them looks a lot nicer in my opinion. I really like this like darker gray on them, like that metally color. You can also see the arms are a bit different, like it's like more indented on that side. And then on the back, you have some minor differences, like a little bit more lines and stuff. And the legs are just a bit longer, I believe, or just about the same. So, while like nothing crazy different, I do really like that. And I think the most notable difference is the hole right there. It's a lot more accurate to the Super Battle Droids. And I know a lot of people were wondering if these guys are going to snap, and really we can't tell that because this set was released a few days ago. So, I think only time will tell if they'll end up snapping like the older models, but I don't really get why Lego would bring it back if it was going to snap easily. So, fingers crossed it doesn't, but still, I really like the inclusion here. I love all the detailing with like the blasters on the side of the arms. Again, with that dot there, I think looks amazing. So these are great inclusions here. I'm glad to see them finally return, and I hope we get a lot more in sets to come because they're great army builders. Overall, I think the minifigure selection here is one of the best of any battle pack ever. I just think the quality of some of the minifigures is definitely questionable with all the helmet holes and literally no attachments to like put on their helmets, so that is a bit weird, but I think the Super Battle Droids are incredible. I really hope they don't crack over time. And I think the Battle Droids are always nice inclusions. I think if you can look past the helmet holes, these are great minifigures. The printing on them is very nice. And overall, again, this is a fantastic minifigure selection. And something really notable is that there's no named characters here. That's how battle packs should be. You should not be putting like Commander Vaughn in battle packs, so you don't have like multiple of them. You should put unnamed characters like this. So a great selection, just the quality on them is kind of questionable. The first build we're going to take a look here in the battle pack is the Speeder included, and it is pretty neat. You can see the front of here with kind of some shields on the side, as well as I believe these are supposed to be like blasters. And speaking of blasters, you can find these stud shooters on the side, which just fire off like normal ones. That one actually did not just fire off for some reason. So we're going to try the other one here, and that one did fire off. So yeah, it works like a normal stud shooter. You can see the levers here, which obviously, you know, you can have the clone hang on to, as well as a little seat piece there. And you actually get room for a second minifigure, and there's 2 blasters that you can put in the clone's hands if you want. And that one can sit back there and kind of fire those off, so that is very cool. And when you place the 2 clones on there, it does look a bit goofy, honestly. I guess it's supposed to be like paying homage to the original Clone vs. Droid battle pack, but I don't know, that just looks super weird. The clone back here really can't hold the blasters, you kind of just sit there. Obviously this one can hold the handlebars, but yeah, definitely not the best looking thing. It kind of looks like it would come out of a 4+ set, but still, I think it's a nice inclusion nonetheless. You get this really neat barricade right here with a stud shooter on the top. You can see there's 2 shields on the side. There's like a slope piece, and on the other side there's actually 2 clips to hold blasters if you wanted to. And again, you get that stud shooter that can fire off like any other stud shooter. And again, this is nothing crazy. The shields can be adjusted if you want to do that. And obviously, you know, you can like place a clone behind there and have the stud shooter firing off. So this is nothing crazy, but it is kind of fun to build, and it's like a nice little. And lastly, here for the clone boys, you'll find this box, and when you open it up, you can see a thermal detonator inside. You do get 2 of those including the set as well, so that is nice. And you can kind of like make a scene where like the clones are holding it and like charging toward the droids. I'm sure kids will have fun with that, but honestly, the clone builds are definitely less interesting than the droids, so we're going to take a look at that right now. Now taking a look at the STA Speeder, it's been quite some time since we got one of these, so I'm really glad to see its inclusion here. It has a nice little clear stand piece, and you can just see lots of nice detailing with like the cheese slope pieces, as well as that piece there. You can also see these like 2 like classic Star Wars blasters there, and like 2 handlebars, so obviously, you know, you can grab the battle droid and just place his hands there, and obviously I think it looks really cool with the blaster on his back. You can also see these 2 pieces here that obviously are supposed to be the blasters of the set, and I guess that nice blue piece there. I would like to have seen a sticker there, which is like on the like older style ones, like that sticker just in a darker blue on that would have looked great. But this is definitely nice to see. Comparing it to the one in the advent calendar, it's definitely bigger than that, but this one is a bit taller than the one that we get here, so you know, I think it's a really nice size. Definitely makes sense for a battle pack. And while it's like nothing crazy, it's nice to see the return of this, and I think it looks great when you have a battle droid. And lastly, here's kind of like the main build of the set, and as the Octup Tar droid. I think this looks great, honestly. I love the, like the posable legs they give you on these like Technic hinges, and they're really like movable, honestly. Like, there's a lot of great articulation to be had. When all the legs are lined up, it does look really cool. You can kind of have the one lower, so you can have like leaning down or standing up taller. It's really up to you. You also get flick fire missiles here, which are painful as always, so that's a nice inclusion. They fire off very nicely there. You can also see these 2 blasters, or 3 blasters actually, my apologies, and they have eyes in there, so that's very cool, and it does fully rotate. You can also see this down here, and that moves when you rotate the head, or you can move this and rotate the head. It's up to you, and you can see like a translucent blue piece there. And the head itself is on these 2 dome pieces. Move it, you can find kind of a like pink, like sparkly piece in there. I think that looks great. And overall, I think this is very accurate to the source material it's based off of, and I think it's a really great build for a battle. But there you have it. That is my review on the LEGO Star Wars Clone Trooper and Battle Droid Battle Pack. Overall, I think this is a really great set. The only thing I really don't like is that the clone builds are definitely lacking, and the helmet holes definitely moving down a notch, but I think all the droids included are great here. I'm so glad to see the return of the Super Battle Droid and the STA Speeder. I think the Octup Tar Tri-Droid's also amazing. And if you really don't like those helmet holes, M&R Productions just came out with like a upgrading kit where it comes with that sticker as well as better helmets, so that's definitely something to consider if you really don't like that. But yeah, I think you're definitely going to enjoy this one regardless if you don't like the helmet holes. I think the droids are great in this set, and I'd honestly give it a 10 out of 10, but I think the clone builds and holes definitely bumped it down a notch, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I still think this is a great set, and if you're a Clone Wars fan, definitely one you're going to enjoy. But let me know in the comments down below if you picked this set up and what you think of it, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for taking the time today to watch it, and with that being said, have an incredible day.